over to the hand push leaf and lawn collector. This is by Improvements. Lowest price ever offered. It is half off. And it's a way for me, at least, with a 14-pound item to do the kind of work that is usually backbreaking and impossible for me. You're seeing there on the screen, this is how you become the shoveler, the leaf blower, the everything else now with just one easy push. This is our lowest price ever. We have about 460 total of these left. And I'm not very green thummy. I'm not great at the yard work in general in my home. That usually goes to my husband. But I remember the first time that I got a push mower, I said, okay, this is something I can physically do a little bit easier because the size and the overall weight of it was just so much more accommodating to me. So as you're seeing right here, this is the Improvements Garden Hand Push Leaf and Lawn Collector. What they're running over is being kind of like flipped up and then landing there into the bag. The bag then just picks up almost like a grocery bag, and then you can dump that out right there into your trash can. Think about what difference you would have in your yard if the leaves, the debris, all of your different, pine leaves. Would this pick up pine leaves, Deb?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm too busy over here. I'm going ahead and doing something rather than raking and breaking my back. I'm just using my beautiful leaf collector to allow it to sweep up all the leaves into the basket. Now, we are in kind of a faux environment. If we were outside, this would really be showing its beautiful capacity. But what it does is gives you the ability to go ahead and eliminate the rake and the bagging at the end of the season when all the leaves have fallen, because now you have something that's super, super easy that's going to go ahead and sweep up all the leaves and all the debris into the basket. You're going to take the basket, throw it in the garbage, put it in the compost, whatever you want to do. But this is going to give you all the ability to go ahead and continue to sweep up the leaves so you don't have to wait until the end of the season to go ahead and do all that back-breaking work. This will make it super, super easy for you to go ahead and do it. It's an amazingly easy thing to use, and it's fun.
Exactly, and your leaves won't be made of tissue paper. That's part of what we're dealing with here is we have tissue paper on AstroTurf. So we're doing our best to demo inside. But as you're seeing with leaves and the texture of real leaves, they flip up almost with like these rubberized combs, right? It's like it's combing the ground and flipping it up.
There are 3 brushes underneath, 3 black brushes that are 21 inches, and it's absolutely amazing how it's just going to sweep up all the debris, including the small sticks, right into the basket. When you're all full, you're simply going to take the basket and dump it again, so you'll have everything at the ready. You're going to go ahead and use it easily, so you have the ability to just go ahead and take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. So all you need to do is push it easily on the lawn to go ahead and kick up everything that you need absolutely beautifully and easily. Now, it does require some assembly. It's easy for you to go ahead and put it together. We give you great pictures. It's all perfect. I've done it myself. All the fixtures are light and the knobs are really big, so there's not a lot of screws. It only weighs about 14 pounds. And if you're looking at it and you're going, well, wait a minute, it looks like a push mower and that's going to be hard to do. No, it's like walking a baby carriage through the park on a sunny day, and you are going to be able to get up all those leaves. Now, again, we're in a studio, so it makes it a little difficult with what we've got. These are not Mother Nature's real leaves. These are some artists, but you're going to be able to go ahead and take care of all that hard work without having to do the back-breaking work that happens at the end of every season.
I'm impressed by how light this is. It's 14.22 pounds, and there is nothing that currently is living in my garage that is for my lawn that is 14 pounds, Deb.
No.
They're always so heavy, and it's one of the reasons why I can't do much of that work myself.
Well, the other thing that we give you is we give you a hook, so you can hang this in a shed or you can put it in the garage and have it at the ready. It's super, super, super lightweight, and it's going to be easy. It's not back-breaking. And why we want you to have something like this available is because you don't want to have to do all that hard work at the end of the season. You can go ahead and adjust it. There's a knob in the front that'll adjust it so that the sweeping will happen lower or higher depending upon the surface that you have. You can go ahead and adjust the handle so you can make it higher or lower depending on your height. The entire unit, as we said, only weighs about 14 pounds. It's 26 by 26 by 49 inches, so you're going to be easy to utilize it. You don't have to put in a lot of effort. You really just have to push it easily depending upon the surface that you're working on. You've got 10-inch wheels that'll go over any other surface, but this is going to be a game changer because what you can do is keep one step ahead of the leaves. You don't have to wait until the end of the season to wait till all the leaves are down. They're going to be falling season, you know, all day long. So once a week, almost like a carpet sweeper, you can go out there, boom, and just start to sweep it up so you don't have that big job at the end of the season.
My parents, their home they were in California, the backyard had these beautiful tall pine trees.
Yes.
But if you did not sweep the yard for pine needles, it would be 4 inches thick within 2 months.
Yes.
And that was impossible to keep up with. It was really to the point where I think the next owners had to cut the trees down because it was just such an impossible task to sweep the yard. And I think so many of us assume that what you have to do is pay hundreds of dollars,
yes,
hire the people who come in and say, look, for minimum, we're coming in, we're doing this, we'll also do that, we'll also do that. Very few people are gonna come in and say, sure, for $50, let me fully sweep your yard. Those days are over. So this is a perfect way to solve the problem you need without paying for anything else you may not need.
Well, absolutely, because the kids are gonna come knocking on the door and go, hey, I'll do your yard for you. And it's like, well, wait a minute, what, by the end of the season, what have you just spent to go ahead and do that? So this is going to give you the opportunity to get all that taken care of, swept everything up, stay one step ahead of it, not have that back-breaking job, which we've all done. You only need to do it one time before you appreciate having something like this to go ahead and keep you one step ahead of all the leaves.
Deb, I kind of want to try pushing it. Can I try pushing it? I know that there's tissue paper on it, but you know, it's different. I just want to see, oh, girl, if my stroller was this light, I would have gone on more walks.
There you go.
This is not pushing a stroller. This is pushing, I don't know, we can't really say the name because I think they're a competitor, but it's that brand of a mop that is wet on the bottom, and then you have to keep replacing all the wet, you know that one?
I know that
That's how it feels. That's how light this is. So, I mean, I feel like I'm maybe pushing 2 pounds worth of weight. Really, really easy on the back. Totally balances on its own. A lot of things, sometimes if you don't put them down the right way, they fall. You're worried about them breaking. I think the weight of this, to me, is the gold medal winner. And then just realizing, almost like the worse the problem you have, the better it's gonna work. Because we're going over tissue on AstroTurf, so it's specifically clinging. But the bigger the piles, the more impressive the cleanup.
Absolutely, and I've used it in my yard. I have both the faux grass and the real grass, and it'll pick up all the smaller sticks. It's going to go ahead and give you a 21-inch swath because you've got 3 separate little brushes underneath that are rotating and just sweeping up all the debris right into the basket. The basket will hold about 100 liters. That's a lot before you just release it and put it in the compost or put it in the garage or put it in the garbage or put it in a bag. But you're going to be able to adjust this to the height of the grass. You're going to be able to adjust the handle. It comes with a little, like a little handle, so you can go ahead and hang it up in your garage or in your shed. And you're going to be able to stay one step ahead of the leaves because let's face it, if you've got a yard, you've got leaves, and this is just going to make things so much easier for you every single day. It's a breeze.
There's a low-high setting in the front.
Yes.
Is that for if the items need to be more off the ground?
If you've got taller grass, you want to go ahead and do it higher, you simply remove the bottom and make it higher or lower. It's completely adjustable.
Wow, so cool. I know that we are down to our final quantities in this with our lowest price ever. So with our 5 Flex, I think that's going to be $16.
Crazy.
Oh, that's a great price just as a try me. Try it for the $16, see how it works in your yard. Of course, you have 30 days, money back guarantee here with everything at HSN. Now, this was